Assalamu alaikum and welcome to a new episode of Words of Wellness. My name is Yassir Al-Manawi. I'm a clinical therapist and I'm going to be your host today. Today we're going to discuss an issue that is actually pertains to everybody. This issue is free time or having no free time. We're going to talk about it from a psychological point of view as well as a religious or a spiritual point of view. First, let me read you the hadith that we have at hand, and then we're going to discuss the whole issue psychologically and the treatment of it, and the circumstances that goes around it. So, let's go. This is a hadith from Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, who said that Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there are two blessings which may people lose: health and free time. The two blessings that people may lose is health and free time. In treatment, the way we look at it is that God gave us many things. Two of those things is the health and the free time. Our health is very important. The way we treat ourselves and the way we treat our body, it's like a temple. It's very important to see the consumption of everything that we do. It's of everything that we eat. It's very important to see how we treat ourselves. Let's see. Emotionally, for instance, if I do things for other people and I always come on myself, I don't do things for me, what happens? I end up with a lot of emotional upsetness. I end up with a lot of baggages that I don't need to carry with myself. That's one aspect of the hadith. The other area that's more important is the free time. How do we handle free time? Free time, if I handle it correctly, I'm going to be very healthy. I'm going to be very happy with myself. I'm going to be very happy with the way I live. If I mishandle free time, what's going to happen is that I will actually end up at the very end with depression. One of the very important elements in the treatment of the depression is free time. We always ask everybody, how do you handle your free time? How do you use it? What do you do constructively to be able to fill it? Ironically, the depressed person, they end up answering is that we don't do anything. I don't want to do anything. I just want to stay home. I want to go to sleep. I want to hide from everybody. I want to isolate. And this is all the answers that we get as a result of mistreating myself and mishandling the free time. So in hadith we say that the religious or the Muslim person or the spiritual person should have no free time. What does that mean? It means that I need to keep active all the time. It means that at nighttime I need to give myself an amount to sleep, and we're going to talk about this in a different episode. And in the daytime I have to stay active, and I have to do things with other people. Sharing. Not only sharing, when we say sharing, we don't talk only about money or worldly things. We also talk about emotions, we talk about communication, we talk about a lot of other things. And this is for the healthy human being. So let's see. A lot of times, if you have a teenager, or if you have an older person, or a younger person, how do you handle their free time? They handle their free time in things that the Nintendo or the PS2 or PlayStations or computer games or anything that is, we call it individual activity. The individual activity is good. However, it's not healthy. Why? Because you miss on your communication and socialization skills. We need to develop socialization skills. How do we do that? By enrolling our children in activities that are group activities, soccer games, swimming, anything that involves other kids with them. That way they can develop their social skills. And that's what we need to do. As an older human being, what do you do to fill up your time constructively. I can't just go to work and be unhappy about work. I have to do something that I like. And we're also going to talk about this in another episode. I have to be motivated. I have to be involved with people. I have to do things with other people, for other people. At the same time, I cannot forget about myself. We always say that if I forget about myself, I always say it's almost like this example. If my leg is broken, how can I carry you? I cannot carry anybody if my leg is broken. I have to fix it first in order for me to help somebody else or carry somebody else. The same thing in our lives. If I'm emotionally depleted, how can I assist anybody else? Or how can I help anybody else? Or how can I give if I don't have what to give? So I have to watch carefully. Each and every one of us have to watch carefully about our emotions, the cup of our emotions. It needs to always be full, not empty, because there is a lot of things that we need to share with other people. Let's see. Our health. We can touch the physical. I am what I eat. Everybody is what they eat. So we know what diet we eat, healthy diet and unhealthy diet. The same thing with the emotional side of us. There is healthy diet for our emotions, and there is unhealthy diet for our emotions. What we need to do is that we need to learn what is the healthy diet for me as an individual human being. Because what's good for me may not be good for somebody else, and what's good for somebody else may not be good for another person. So we have to figure out exactly what's good for us emotionally. But there are basic, simple steps that we need to take with us. These steps are, number one, I need to be in touch with my emotions and my feelings. Number two, I need to know my needs. What do I need? Not my wants, my needs. And that's in order for me to be able to function with my friends. And before functioning with my friends, in order for me to be able to pick out my friends. If I don't know myself, I am not going to know how to pick out my friends. If I don't know myself, I am always going to feel self-pity. I'm going to feel sorry for myself. Why? Because I do things and I end up regretting them. Or people do things and I end up saying, well, okay, why is this always happening to me? Things happen to me because I do them for myself. I do that to me. So I need to accept responsibility for what I did or what I'm doing. Now, let's see. To wrap up what we talked about today is the health, not only physical health, but emotional health. We talked about free time, how to use it constructively, and if we do not use it constructively, we end up with emotional baggages or emotional imbalances, which could be sadness. Sadness will grow to depression. Depression will make us unable to use our time constructively. So it's a whole cycle together. That's what we need to watch out for. Let's see, how many of us now have these problems in our daily lives? It is actually in our day and time, today, in this society or any society, we could have a lot of these problems. So I urge everybody that we will have to take a look at ourselves. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again in another episode, and we will be right here. Thank you.